Today on Rappler. President Marcos says his administration only supports an economic charter change. A Manila court orders the cancellation of wanted ex-representative Arnie Teves' passport. U.S. President Joe Biden says Israel's ground assault in Gaza is, quote, over the top. And the Lakers unveils its first statue commemorating the late Kobe Bryant. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. insists his administration only supports an economic charter change. This amid fears efforts to amend or revise the Constitution will touch political provisions.
I want to make it clear, this administration's position in introducing reforms to our Constitution extend to economic matters alone, nothing more.
Marcos had said he was not closing his doors to the idea of amending political provisions in the Constitution, but clarified he would rather have discussions on term limits at a later time. Marcos's father, the late dictator Ferdinand E. Marcos, successfully changed the Constitution during his time as president, which allowed him to stay in power. Some observers are also worried the latest charter change push is meant to make House Speaker Martin Romualdez the prime minister in a transition from a presidential to a parliamentary system of government. The Department of Justice confirms a Manila court ordered the immediate cancellation of the passport of expelled Congressman Arnie Teves Jr. The former lawmaker, considered a fugitive, is believed to be out of the country. Teves is the alleged mastermind behind the assassination of Negros Oriental Governor Roel de Gamo in March 2023. The DOJ says the court justifies the cancellation of Teves' passport by citing the severity of charges against him, including his designation as a terrorist by the Anti-Terrorism Council. There are 2 standing warrants against Teves, one for various murder charges related to the Degamo killings, and another one over his alleged involvement in the killings that took place in his home province in 2019. United States President Joe Biden says Israel's military response in Gaza was, quote, over the top, and says he is seeking a sustained pause in fighting. This as diplomats seek to salvage ceasefire talks after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejected a Hamas proposal.
I'm of the view, as you know, that the conduct of the response in the Gaza Strip has been over the top.
Biden's public criticism of Netanyahu's government follows increasing domestic pressure to convince Israel to stop its attacks. A Hamas delegation arrived in Cairo on Thursday for ceasefire talks with mediators Egypt and Qatar. Netanyahu says terms proposed by Hamas for a ceasefire are, quote, delusional, and vows to fight on, saying victory is within reach and just months away. Gaza's health ministry says at least 27,800 Palestinians were confirmed killed and more than 67,000 injured. A statue of the late basketball legend Kobe Bryant is unveiled outside the Los Angeles Crypto.com arena on Thursday, February 8. The biggest names in Lakers history are in attendance, including Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and former head coach Phil Jackson. Abdul-Jabbar and Jackson spoke at the ceremony, along with Lakers controlling owner Jeannie Buss and Kobe's widow, Vanessa. In her speech, Vanessa reveals a plan to have 3 statues of her late husband around the arena. The 2 other statues will depict Kobe wearing his number 24 jersey, and the third will be of Kobe and his daughter, Gianna. The date of the ceremony, February 8, 2024, is symbolic. Number 2 was the jersey number of Kobe's daughter and aspiring basketball player Gianna, and Kobe wore both numbers 8 and 24 during his career. Kobe, Gianna, and 7 others were killed January 26, 2020 in a helicopter crash. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nino Liu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.